Hey everyone, it's May 11th, and that means that if today is your birthday, you share it with Daniel Conahan, a serial killer known as the Hog Trails Killer, who may have murdered more than a dozen victims in Florida in the mid-1990s, and that is him right up there. Conahan was born in North Carolina in 1954 and grew up in Florida after his family moved there when he was an infant. He came out as gay in high school, but his parents disapproved of his sexual orientation and even sent him to see several psychiatrists in an effort to change it. That obviously failed, and a few years after graduating high school, he joined the Navy to get away from his family, being stationed in Illinois in 1977. But in 1978, he was discharged and nearly court-martialed for homosexual behavior, since it was back when the military would kick someone out just for being gay. Conahan stayed in the Chicago area, but returned to Florida to take care of his aging parents in 1993. He became a vocational nurse in 1995, graduating at the top of his class, and began working at a local hospital. His story doesn't have a happy ending, however, since 6 corpses of nude men with their genitals mutilated turned up in the woods in southwestern Florida between 1994 and 1996. The first victim was found after the body had been outside for a month and displayed signs of rope burns as well as missing its genitalia. Because of the decay, the man wasn't identified until 2021 when DNA evidence finally enabled cold case investigators to close that chapter. The rest of the corpses were found in similar circumstances, and due to the remote location in which they were found, the unknown murderer was dubbed the Hog Trails Killer. In 1996, a potential victim escaped when Conahan's car broke down on their way to the woods. When he got out to push, the man drove off in his car, which led to the potential murder victim being convicted of car theft and being sent to prison. But police identified Conahan as a suspect in a 1994 attack on a man who had been tied to a tree, sexually assaulted, and nearly choked to death. Luckily, that man survived, but still had scars from the ropes 2 years later. They realized their mistake and used the potential victim in a sting operation to try and get information out of Conahan, and after 50 days of round-the-clock surveillance where he propositioned multiple undercover cops, he was arrested. Once Conahan was brought in, the authorities tied him to the string of murders with similar crime scenes, but he was only tried for the 6th murder. His conviction led to the death penalty, and it is speculated that perhaps as many as a dozen more murders were his handiwork, with multiple sets of skeletal remains being found in the same area where he attacked his victims. Conahan currently sits on death row in Florida. If this is your birthday, I hope you have a great day. Leave me a comment so I can wish you a happy birthday. If you know somebody whose birthday it is, send them this video so they can find out all about their birthday twin. And to Daniel Conahan, I say, happy birthday, you bastard.